Hello, my name is Hector Rivera, and I'm here to tell you guys why we should all be on a plant-based diet. According to the study by the CDC, 42% of Americans are obese. So many people struggle with their diets, and you may even know some people in your life who struggle. So today, I'm going to be telling you guys some general information, debunking some myths, convincing arguments, and even real-life examples of why we should all change. Now, some background information about this. To clarify, the plant-based diet allows you to have fruits, vegetables, seeds, nuts, beans. No, this does not mean you are not allowed to have meat. You are not vegan or vegetarian. We really just want to avoid eating those kind of meats when we're on this diet. As we can see over the years, the amount of meat consumption in America has slowly increased, and this is why I think we all need to change. The first myth that I will be talking about is the fact that we will not get enough protein in these plants, which is completely false. A study by Healthline suggests that we need about 0.8 grams of protein per kilogram of our healthy body weight, and this is definitely possible in this plant-based diet by having tofu, nuts, and other whole grain foods. The second myth I want to talk about is that you will lose muscle by eating only plants, which is also not true. In a study by American Journal of Clinical Nutrition using tests from more than 4,000 people, we see that protein is not a direct equivalent to gaining muscle. Although it can help, the real reason why we all keep and gain muscle is by lifting. For the third myth, it is that people say that you will get hungry throughout the day more often and we won't get the correct vitamins from these plants, which is false. A study by the CDC states that the plants are by far the most nutrition-dense food we can eat, and that's fact. They also have the most fibers, so this will keep you hungry, or this will keep you fuller for a lot longer. People think that a plant-based diet is all this just green and mush and boring, when in fact it's really colorful and creative, and you can do so much with each and every meal that you get. So now I'm going to be talking about the direct health that this can help you with. A study from MD Anderson states that switching to an all plant-based diet can do many things, such as boost your immune system, reduce inflammation, maintain a healthy weight, increase fiber, and even lower your chance of getting obese, risk cancer risk, obesity, and even other strokes. This graph shows us the amount of people, which is 28%, which also 1 in 4 people in the US who experience heartburn after a meal. As we can see, it's dark red, but when you move over to somewhere in Asia or Africa, where most of those meals are plant-based, it's a lot lighter color. And same goes with this graph. Not only can a diet change your mental issues, it can help solving simple issues for your stomach. Now, in a statement from Harvard Medical School, it says that a plant-based diet can protect us when we do occasionally eat meat. Fruits and vegetables contain special plant nutrients that neutralize toxins, and these toxins help us digest our food a lot easier. So now I'm going to go into the real-life people and their stories from it. Number 1 tennis player in the world, Novak Djokovic, stated that after going to a plant-based diet, that has elevated his play. He stated that eating meat was hard for his digestion and cost him a lot of energy. Thus, he was changed and elevated his play more. In a quote, "Eating meat was hard on my digestion, and that took a lot of essential energy that I needed to focus for recovery and for the next training session." The next person I want to talk about is strongman Patrick Boba. He is considered one of the strongest men in the world, and he's even able to lift a car. Now this guy is pure vegan, not even plant-based, and we can see that even for him, this totally debunks the myth about not getting enough protein. One of his quotes is, "The world's strongest animals are plant eaters, gorillas, buffaloes, elephants, and even himself." A documentary on Netflix called Game Changers talks about all sorts of athletes across the world about how their plant-based diets affect them. They are all amazing in their own rights, and they all show us just how impactful it can be for everyone. How Not to Die by Michael Greger is a book based on all these nutrition facts that I've actually read, and I gathered a lot of my information from this book. This really gives you an eye-opening and different perspective on how these diets can change you. Now we can see towards now that more people in the US are switching to these plant-based diets, the lighter green states, more so than the darker ones. But this is good because of how many people we see that are obese. If you guys want more questions or more answers, I guess you could say, go to nutritionfacts.org. This is where they talk about mainly your diet and shows you much more about the plant-based diet than I have told you today. Now to wrap it all up, I was glad I can give you guys this new look on diet. Hopefully you were able to gain something and can help change not only your future, but somebody else's future for the better. Thank you.